Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Builders Corner, a storytelling series where we hear the story of builders making impact, their wins, their losses, and how their journey has been so far. And today with me, I have someone who has been building in the Sandbox ecosystem and also been making impact in the broader Web3 ecosystem. Today with me, let's welcome Victor, aka victoWrites.
So my name is victoWrites, and in the Web3 space, I do a lot of things. So I'm a content writer, educationist, a builder. Yes, I'm into smart contracts and full stack development. Yeah, and currently I'm trying to transition into content creation. Yeah.
So I want to ask, before you came into Web3, what were you doing?
Before I came into Web3, I've been a graphic designer for over a decade now. Yeah, because that's what has been sustaining me. And aside having a brand, a personal fashion brand, that runs on a physical ground and also a social platform, I've been a designer because I'm somebody who loves aesthetics and nature. So I use things around me to draw inspiration from design, and that was what I've been doing to sustain my life and every other thing before coming into Web3 as a builder.
Oh, that's beautiful. Drawing inspiration from nature. Nature is actually the best place to draw inspiration as a human being. If you are designing, a content creator, even a developer, sometimes get inspiration from nature. So what was the first thing you have ever built? The first thing you built in Web3?
Okay, the first thing I've built in Web3, I worked as a team, not as an individual. It's something that I've built on Web3, but outside Web3, I've built a whole lot of platforms single-handedly. So it was a social platform. So this platform we are building is a social media platform that comprises of different other applications. So what we do in this platform, what we set to achieve with this platform is that there are a lot of creators out there that they are very good with what they do, but are not being rewarded or recognized, or their voice being heard. So we are trying to build a system that's a decentralized application that rewards them based on their day-to-day activities and their quality. So that nobody will be left out. So because I've seen a lot of good content writers being neglected, and those ones that use AI, we know very well that most of the people that call themselves writers in the Web3 space now are mostly 90% are using AI to write, to do the whole writing without even vetting. So we are trying to call those people out and actually reward those that do the real job, that write from their thinking.
Nice. Those putting in the work.
Yes, so it's a social platform, social media platform. It's still under development because it's a very multi-functional platform. So we are not in a rush. We are just taking it bit by bit. That's the first thing I built. Okay. And it's still under development.
So I want to ask, what platforms is this particular project targeting? Is it Twitter, TikTok, Instagram? Because there are a lot of social media platforms out there, or is it Facebook, or is it all of them?
So this is a combination of different platforms based on professionalism. Every platform has its goal. LinkedIn has its goal where you meet professionals, people who are good. But of lately, a lot of people are on LinkedIn lying about their profile and the stuff. But the same to other social media platforms. But we are overlooking that bad part of it. What we are looking is the professionalism. So we have some features coming in from LinkedIn. We have some features coming in from Facebook. Then we have some features coming in from Twitter, which Twitter is the primary goal and focus for what we are building, since it's an application that, if you call yourself a Web3 builder or a Web3 creator, Twitter is your go-to platform. That's your number one tool you need. So that's the center of attraction. And another is TikTok for live streaming. So the features we are bringing in from there is live stream and video creation, uploads, and other stuff. So that's it.
So I want to ask, because we build on Sandbox. I want to ask, how did you hear about Sandbox?
Shout out to His. Most people know him as Stone Lover on X. He's the guy that brought adoption to Tone at early stage. So this guy was I was an admin in his community. So one certain day he just came to the platform, to the community, the WhatsApp community, and said, guys, my people, you should go and apply for this grant. Definitely it will work out well. You never can tell. So that was how he just dropped the message and said those things. So I said, okay, as somebody who is very good with proposals, and writing. I said, this is something that I can give a shot. So I clicked, I read, understood everything there, and I found out this is more like 3 categories: creators, gamers, and builders. So I said, okay, since I'm a creator, a writer, because I see writers are also creators. Not only when you make videos, you call yourself a creator, because you have to, you need to be creative in order to put words together, to have a sentence, to make a sentence. So I said, okay, I now fill the form, answer the questions, do other things, make my research to know more about Sandbox. Then that was how I got to know about Sandbox, through the guy, and also through research I made, because I need to fully understand what I'm going into, the ecosystem I'm trying to build on. So when I did that, it was very, very simple. I found out it was a DAO governance. It's not even a blockchain technology, it's just a DAO ecosystem. So I said, okay, this is something I know how to do very well. Decision-making platform. So that was how I started drafting my applications, then made my submission, and to my honest fact, I got approved at once. No adjustments, though there were adjustments though, but the adjustment, I won't say it's an adjustment because it's just a tiny stuff. So I did it, and that was how I got to know about Sandbox.
Wow. That's beautiful. That's a very inspiring story. So you see, we're always told to take opportunities that comes our way, and then when 𝐿𝐷 posted that in the community which he heads, he took hold of the opportunity and explored more about the platform. So if you're watching this video, explore, try out different platforms today, take opportunities, stop procrastination. Procrastination is a killer of dreams, and I'm very sure you don't want it to kill you. So as a builder, I would love to know more about your journey. Also, the audience would love to know more about your journey as a builder. What are some unfinished projects you have embarked on in the past?
Yeah, a lot. As a builder, one thing you should always bear in mind is that not everything you build will succeed. Not every company, not every startup can succeed. So the guy I usually use as a motivation whenever I'm building, because I'm a self-taught builder. Like, I started learning coding on my own using YouTube platform. So one of the greatest motivators I have then was 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓 𝐖𝐀𝐓 this South African entrepreneur. So that was the guy that I derive inspiration from whenever I'm building. So he always tell you that as a startup or a business owner, a founder, one thing you should always pay attention to is problems. I spent my whole entire, should I say 2 years or plus, studying how to identify problems. So when I found out, when I started understanding how problems are being created or how problems are being sorted out, so I started, the next thing was to have a book, because any idea that comes to your mind and you didn't jot it down, there's 90% chance you will definitely forget it.
Fact.
Yeah. So that was how I started documenting all the ideas I have, the problems I have. And trust me, not everybody you see will agree with your terms or agree with your ideas. There are a lot of people I met, even up to date, it's still happening. There are a lot of people I will meet. I will share my idea with them, the problem I found with them. All they could say is just, oh, wow, nice, this is good. But at the end of the day, they won't help. They won't even do as if. But one thing I will tell you is that if you have the opportunity to build it, just do it. Go ahead, give it a try. Don't think about what those people, don't use their negativity to like kill the zeal. There's this friend of mine that despite what he was being told about his project, he kept on pursuing. And to my greatest surprise now, that project has raised over $10 million in revenue over 2 years. So these are the things that you see setbacks, but if you give in, that's when you lose. So there are a lot of unfinished projects I built, both personal, companies, and other stuff, collaborations and teammates. A lot of them have dropped. I still have them on my GitHub, but they are not functional again to me. It's just there as a proof of work.
Okay.
Yeah, but in terms of being live, most of them are not live. Why most of them was, I was being hijacked, I was being cheated, and the project is currently running, and people are using it day to day. So, but I won't mention name or talk about those projects, but I've definitely built a lot that could aim me some positions in some places, you get. So one thing that you should always know as a builder is that you should be ready to meet failure, because a lot of people will not believe in your dream. Not every people, like you get 90% people not supporting your dreams. They will just say, wow, this is a nice idea. It ends there. But those true, just one person alone can change your life with, yes, I will help you. And the help starts immediately.
So as a builder, failure is part of the process. Yeah. Embrace it. You're meant to learn as something that doesn't work out and not meant to give up at it. You get things done by taking actions as a builder. Thank you for sharing that, victoWrites.
Yeah,
thank you for sharing that. So why designing and a technical writer?
Okay, I'm a lover of nature, just like I said previously. I love color combinations, typography, a whole lot of other things, lightning and other stuff. Yes. So that was what inspired me to go into designing. And my senior brother is someone who is he's a fashionista. Yeah. So like his sense of styling motivates me so much. So when I got into tech, the first thing I laid my hand on was designing, using Pixel, that's mobile phone. That was how the whole thing started. Then for the writing part, was motivated by a friend of mine, Ishi. Yeah, that inspired me so much about her writing. I would read her articles and threads, and it inspires me a lot. I said to myself, okay, I think I can do this, which I started writing. But my first writing was on Free Code Camp. So I wrote a lot of documentations of Free Code Camp about JavaScript variables and objects, all those stuff. That was how the whole thing started. So I found out a lot of people engaged with the article I wrote then. So I said, okay, since people are much interested in this, let me just
take it up as a full
career. Yes. So, but it wasn't paid that time, because Free Code Camp, you are not being paid. It's not paid. It's just contribution. So, but later on, I found out about other platforms that can pay you as a technical writer. So I started exploring those platforms, started writing, making $25, $10 based on affiliate and other stuff. Yeah. And to the glory of God, one day I applied for Udemy instructor. Yeah. It worked out well. Wow. I became an instructor. That was how I started making my first money as a Web3 builder and technical writer. Yeah.
That's very beautiful. So see, it started from where? Was there any way to have a full-blown workspace before it started? So victoWrites, what are you currently building? And then how do you use sandbox tools like GameMaker and 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓?
Okay, what I'm currently building, like I'm pausing from building as a developer to building as a creator. So I'm building a project, not just a project, let's say a community-centered project that brings writers together. A kind of writers guild, you get, where every writer has the opportunity to express yourself, make connections, meet your fellow writers, day-to-day workshop, and physical meetup. Nice. So you get to, like, you know, they have developer workshop, all those stuff, but you barely hear creators workshop or writers workshop. So I'm trying to like make that primary centered so people can hear it very well. Yeah. Then for me, using the 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓 and GameMaker. The GameMaker and 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓, they perform the same thing, but has different features and loads. So the GameMaker is a drag and drop. It's not, you are not coding. Not coding anything.
So it's a non-code.
Yes, it's a non-code platform. The same thing goes with 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓.
Wow.
Both of them are non-code. It's just a drag and drop, just like the way you use WordPress to build website. That's the same way you use 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓 and GameMaker to build. So you don't need to have the experience of coding to actually use it. But having the experience of game making is a plus, so that you can add a customized features of your own, and animations. That's the kind of things you want. As someone who is a game lover, you can build your own game using 𝐌𝐔𝐒𝐓 and GameMaker, and you can actually sell them or auction them for stuff like that. So for the sandbox, a lot of creators in the sandbox ecosystem, gamers and builders, there are some people that came into sandbox just to play games that other people are building, but at the end of the day, they end up making their own games and actually making money from it.
Yes.
Because the more people play your game, the more, we call it land, they play on land, then you make sand. So sand token and land token is what you earn, and you use your land to play game, to earn sand. So that's the one of the quickest,
the mechanism.
Yes, the mechanism behind it, and you are not just playing game for fun. You are playing and you are earning from it as well. Yeah, so it's very nice to use, and it's easy to navigate. Anybody can navigate through it. Wow. I don't know if you've heard about Blender.
Yes, I've heard about Blender.
That interface, how the thing looks 3D, but this one is 2D.
2D.
Yeah, it's a 2D stuff. So I believe you've seen Sandbox game characters before, how they look. So that's how the voxel it and the game maker looks like. You can choose 3D, you can choose 2D, but Sandbox is more focused on 2D game. Yeah.
I've checked it out myself, and the UI is very simple.
Yeah.
And so if you're a game creator out there, if you're a game maker or you're a content creator, you want to explore into the gaming niche, check out Vox Edit or Game Maker. You could even check out both. Trust me, you'd enjoy it. And then if you are someone who wants to earn as a gamer, you could come on Sandbox, create games, explore the ecosystem. It's a very welcoming ecosystem for gamers and non-gamers. Victor, what's one Sandbox tool or experience you have enjoyed so far? One Sandbox feature or an experience on Sandbox you have enjoyed so far?
The amazing tool that I've enjoyed so far is the opportunity. They created a room for you to format your proposal.
Yeah.
So you can work with tables, you can work with board fonts, you can work with different other things. You can work with bulletin and other stuff. You don't have to manually use shortcuts on your keyboard to do things like that. So they have this editor panel that gives you all those features. You can still use the shortcut if you want to, if you are very good with them. So, and it makes the work very easy and understanding. And another thing is question approach. It's very, very easy. Most people have referred, or most people have onboarded into Sandbox ecosystem. They kept on coming to me and said, Victor, this Sandbox is very, very sweet, nice, organized and all those stuff. I'll tell them, what do you expect if not quality when you employed the most creative ones?
The best of the best, yeah.
So, and especially the feedback section, the feedback is very, very amazing. The fact that the community, that's the team, responds within few hours. Yes, let's just call it few hours, because you might propose today, this moment, the next 2 hours or 3 hours, you've already gotten a reply. If you go into Sandbox platform, everything is well organized. The transparency is sweet. You can learn from other people's mistake, other people's success, use it and refine your own, modify your own. So there are a lot of, if you want to prepare a proposal as a gamer now, so you can go to the Sandbox DAO. You can see a lot of proposals that have been made. You get, so you can see the ones that are rejected, the proposals that are rejected, and you can find out the reason why they are rejected, because you can clearly read through the application and see what those people proposed, how they proposed it and all those stuff. Then you can use it to refine your own. So by the time you are trying to make a proposal and you want to get experience, know what others are proposing, that's one of the things about DAO governance you get. DAO governance is a very transparent, open place where you can see what others are proposing and how their proposal has been made. You get, so you can draw inspirations and find things you needed to avoid. So, but one of the funny things is that there are some proposals you'll be going through. You'll be reading and you'll be laughing at the same time, because there are some people that do not pay attention to detail and they'll just wake up and make applications, start writing proposals.
That's crazy.
That's very poor now. So because you are talking about money, you are talking about money exchange, and the best that is requested from you is of great taste. You need to be very, very authentic with your words and writing. So, but there's some people, they just feel after all, let's just apply. They'll have zero positivity towards it, and they'll just write anyhow. So that's one of the cool things you need to research before you implement, execute your own. You get, because that was how I did my own, and it worked out well for me. I found out those that were making mistakes and those that did perfectly well, their own goal. I learned from it, combined everything and applied. And the community is very engaging and strong. So the response there is great. The way metrics are being tracked is also great. And if you join the Discord channel, you also feel the fun. You can, if you are looking for a place to get some Sandbox characters to use them, make a post, you can. There are a lot of people in the Discord channel that are willing to give it out for free.
Oh.
The only thing you need to do for them is to give them the credit you get. So, and that's very cool.
If you're not yet on Sandbox, you can check out their Twitter handle and join their Discord and explore. One thing about this space is explore by yourself, get practical knowledge about what you are venturing into and explore the ecosystem. Thank you very much, victoWrites.
Yeah.
What has your in-game experience been in Sandbox or in the metaverse? What has
it's a great interest, because what I've seen people build in the Sandbox ecosystem, that those guys, they look like more like anonymous, but they are the true builders you have in an ecosystem. The amazing games, the features they integrate, some marketplaces and all those locality they put into the
shared experience.
Yes, it's very good. So my experience so far I was trying to explore some few games, so I explored 2. So I just played, because I'm not a game type. I don't play games, yeah. So I said, okay, let me just try out. I did, and one thing that interests me most is the color choice, color code, the combination.
The combination of colors. As a designer,
these guys, they know how to combine colors.
Wow.
I don't know if you watch animes.
Yeah, I watch animes. Sure.
I don't watch it so. But guy, whenever I see some intros on
animes,
TikTok and other animes, like the color usage, how they blend colors, that's very, very. And as a designer, if you're a designer or builder, then you should definitely give attention to those kind of movie. Maybe you are not watching it because you like it or other stuff. You are watching it just to draw inspiration from it, because the way the design, the interface, everything is being aligned. The people that do it, the same thing happens in Sandbox. Those games that I tested, the UI, the quality, everything is just top notch.
Wow.
It's very, very good, very, very unique, you get, and I wish to explore more.
What's one thing you wish you knew before you became a builder?
Killing that mindset of get rich quick.
Get rich quick mentality.
Yes.
Interesting.
Because real builders takes time to build. And if you have heard about the story of 𝐿𝐿 how it all started, you definitely, okay, let me not use that part. Let me use something that our Nigerian builder did. A builder here in Nigeria did. I don't know if most of you have heard about Web3 Bridge, how it all started.
Yeah.
This thing started from a Twitter comment. It's very funny when I say it. Like the education system, that's the LMS, started from a Twitter comment. So the guy took it upon himself, because it was done as a challenge. So he took it upon himself to build the biggest ecosystem for learners in Nigeria. And to be sincere, if you've heard their current story, where they are now, they have facilitation where they built a house, a full building.
Yeah, a physical building.
Yeah, a physical building for builders. And before the building came into existence, they have already trained thousands of people.
The method of get rich quick scheme. Just like the person I had on the last episode, I talked about the compound effect. Most of the people you see having results now had their foundation laid years ago, or before you even knew about them. So you don't just come in and within 2 days you have made $1 million, $2 million from Web3. No, it's just like your normal real life career opportunities. You work, you learn. There's the learning phase, there's a practical phase, and there's the phase where you push yourself out. So it's not a get rich quick scheme. Web3 is not a get rich quick scheme. So how has building in the Sandbox ecosystem shaped your creativity or career?
It has skyrocketed me from just being a random creator to becoming somebody who works on a higher work rate. Like my work rate has increased by 50% since then as a writer, because every day I find myself, it's more like I'm becoming more addictive on Sandbox more than X of recently, because
Sandbox,
I'm always hooked by the interface, the community interactions and everything. So I spend time reading people's messages and the Sandbox proposals.
Yeah.
Then there are a lot of them, a few of them I sent a private DM inside the Sandbox ecosystem, suggesting some corrections they need to make on their proposal to make it stand out. And at the end of the day, they implement, it worked out, some doing workouts, you get? So, because one thing is to tell the success story and also to tell the bad part of it, so that somebody will not be so entangled with or have the mentality that it's always work out for you. There's always a downfall for every success. So there are some people that got rejected, some got accepted, but the great thing there is that the number that got accepted is bigger than the number that got rejected. So I read in a day, I read not less than 100 proposals. I read them, not just scan. I don't scan. I read. I take my time and read. I'm a fast reader. So I read, then spot the mistakes, because I'm somebody who is very good with proofreading. Yeah, you can give me that job if you have it.
Proofreading.
Yes, I'm very good with proofreading, so I can fish out punctuations where it should be and where it shouldn't be. So if you have that job, I'm very, very good fit for it.
Wow.
So that was it, and it has been an awesome experience so far and upgoing, because I still have a lot of milestones to deliver, but those past ones I've delivered. I've learned one or two things that when I want to apply for another proposal or make proposals to other ecosystem, it will be very, very easier, much easier for me, because the corrections I've gotten so far has reshaped a whole lot of things, narrative, the way I think and see things and present. Yeah.
So we are very close to the end of this podcast, and I want to hear from you. Give a shout out to 3 communities that have supported you in your career.
Community, not individual.
Yeah, communities.
Okay. The first community is my timeline.
Your timeline?
My Twitter family.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, my followers. They are the amazing people. The engagements they give me, making me look like real builder, not a dummy or a bot.
Yeah.
And also the base community and the least community. These are the 3 communities that have pushed me so far. So I want to give a big shout out to the Sandbox ecosystem.
Yep.
So the Sandbox ecosystem is the number 1 that is topping the list, because the engagement so far, the Discord community members, how interactive, supportive, and engaging they are always show up on. So I'm very, very grateful for being a part of the family in the Sandbox ecosystem.
That's beautiful. Thank you for that. So I want to ask you, what is next for you outside or inside of Sandbox?
I'm not planning to stop after even delivering my milestones.
Yeah.
I'm not planning to stop anytime soon, because Sandbox has captivated my mind, my spirit, and my creativity. So they have pushed me outside my shell. So, and I'm very grateful for that, because there are some ways I see things as a writer or as a creator that Sandbox has helped me bring out the best in me. The first video content I made, the resources came from Sandbox. Like, they pushed me to bring out that version of video content creation in me, which is the reason why I started content creation at the first time.
Beautiful.
So they have pushed me, and for me to pay back, I need to still promote them in my day-to-day activities. Still support the community, because they supported me, and one thing is to receive support and another thing is to distribute it to others. But I'm giving back to the community. So if you have any issue with Sandbox, navigating Sandbox, writing a proposal, or knowing which topic or which proposal to make, you can as well reach out. Then we can talk about that, have a one-on-one chat on how to do that. Then I'll help you submit. But I'm not guaranteeing you that you will 100% be accepted. But one thing I know is that if you follow the orders and the instructions and the procedures and you have the creative mind to do so, you will definitely get in.
Give a shout to 3 builders that inspire you.
Number 1 is Lanza.
Lanza, shout to Lanza.
Yes, the Sandbox allocator, domain allocator, that's Lanza. The second person in my list is 𝐿𝐷 blockchain.
𝐿𝐷 blockchain. Shout out to you for inspiring him.
And the third person is no other than the base builder, the Builders Corner chairman, 𝐿𝐷, my boss.
I'm loyal.
My boss. He's also a great inspiration to me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this guy pushes content like podcasts and all those things. It's something to study, to learn from, you guys. That's why.
Thank you very much.
Whenever he calls, we answer.
Thank you very much.
He's our boss.
I appreciate it.
You're
also my boss too. Some of what Victor has said today regarding his lessons building with Sandbox, even outside Sandbox as a designer, is that you need not to have the get rich quick mentality. That is one I've learned. 2 is that good things take time. 3 is put yourself out there. Start up that thing. That idea you have, that initiative you have, that thing in your head. There's a reason why it is in your head. And the reason why it has to come out of your head. So it's in your head and it also has to come out. Okay, quick shout out to Cafe One, a co-working space where creativity meets coffee. So if you are working, vibing with friends, or looking for a corner to chill and get your head relaxed, Cafe One is your best bet. They have the best of cuisines. They have they have stable internet, stable electricity, and also they have a mini cafe where you could get any coffee of your choice. And there's also beverages and snacks to keep your stomach yummy. So yeah, visit Cafe One close to you today and enjoy the fullness of productivity.